Hey guys, Cassie Deputy with Deputy Tribe. I wanted to show you our new cats. They are, I totally just forgot their names. Arwen and Frodo. So they are the new additions to our farm. My husband just came home with them one day, so. I wanted to give you guys just an update on how things are going. I started the ketogenic diet roughly a month ago. I think it's been like 3 weeks, 3.5, 4 weeks maybe, like the beginning of October. So I had a traumatic brain injury on September 4th, I think it was, in a go-karting accident. I didn't think it was that bad until a few days later. And I couldn't walk on my own. I was having seizures. I was having, I still have tremors really bad, muscle spasms. I couldn't read and comprehend anything. Couldn't sleep. I can't drive. I can't even remember. It's like a big blur. But after about 5 weeks of throwing up and having 12 to 30 seizures a night and just, oh, my cat's nursing. Frodo's nursing off Arwen. If you can see that. Yeah, so they put me on the ketogenic diet. So I aim for 80 to 85% of my calories as fat, which is pretty high. Sometimes I only make it in the 70s, like upper 70s, but most days I make it in the 80s. Carbs, 5% or less, and protein, like 20% or less. So immediately upon doing this, my seizures stopped. I slept, and I still sleep. Every single night I sleep so well, like the best sleep I've ever had in my life, the best streak of sleep I've ever had in my life. So I'm about a month in on keto now. I've been in ketosis the entire time, very, very high ketosis. So we started the keto diet. They told me that even though I was 5 weeks after my injury, I probably wouldn't be able to start therapy because of how bad my brain was misfiring. He would just hold my neck, just hold it and move it this way, and my body temperature would just go up like 2, 3, 4 degrees. And then that night I would have seizures and it just wasn't good. So they couldn't do anything with me. Everything made me want to throw up. Just the drive to therapy was torture, literal torture. I would wear earplugs. I would wear sunglasses. I would wear blue blocking glasses. I would close my eyes. I would just the movement of the car and everything around me. And by the time I got there, I was trying not to throw up. And so anything I did in that therapy session was just trying not to throw up. So it was bad. So, so they told me, no, we're not going to do anything for a while till things calm down. Well, once I started keto, about a week later, they gave me the go-ahead to start therapy, just because everything had calmed down so dramatically. Even my testing, like when they would have me put my arms out and try to touch my nose, even that was improving dramatically, because I wasn't able to do it. I'd be like, oh gosh, or I'd go real slow and really try to get it and not get it. But that was improving. My ability to walk on my own was improving. So we started therapy. And we do a lot of crazy things. But they started me in this machine called the gyro stem, which is kind of like what they're known for. I didn't start there. I got there at like my 2nd or 3rd real therapy appointment. But you basically move like up and down, and then you go in a circle and you shoot these lasers. And although my tremors are typically pretty bad, I did pretty good. 1 gyro stem round. And I didn't even realize this, but we were driving to my appointment and I did not get car sick. And I just was like, oh my gosh, literally my horribly severe motion sickness is gone. And so we did the gyrostem again, and we did the gyrostem again, and it's gradually getting more and more intense. The first time I was like, I'm gonna puke, this is horrible. The second time I was like, okay, you can only go up one more level because I'm gonna throw up. The third time I was like, dude, I feel fine. Like, I hardly feel nauseous, like nothing. Yeah, so that's been really cool. They've been doing a lot of like trying to reroute my vagus nerve, like vagus nerve work. So they do lasers on my head every appointment. They do a TENS unit right here, which I actually have one of my own, so I can do it at home because this connects to your vagus nerve. So it helps signal things out of your brain instead of back into your brain. And then they do a vibrating thing here on your vagus nerve. And then they take these electrocutor things and electrocute my tongue because that also helps kind of something with the brain. And then I do like a light board, and I do a sound thing, and I do all sorts of different things. But they have me use different parts of my brain, like name an animal every time you do this, or you know, something that starts with a different letter, or a vegetable, or a food, or they really, and then they switch things on me. So this hand is this hand, and it's different. Nope, don't eat my food. Yeah, so that's been going good. So after my last appointment, which was last Thursday, I went to the women's retreat. And this is a great testament to, oh, they smell my food that I'm trying to eat here. No, don't drink my water. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. I went to the women's retreat. And this is a huge testament because we drove in the car for like 4.5, 5 hours to get there. And then I led worship the entire, no, you're not doing that. I led worship the entire retreat. And not only that, played all new songs that I had written before the brain injury. Brand new songs, like I just wrote them a couple months ago for the retreat. And they're all on an instrument that I don't know how to play, which is piano. Girl, stop drinking my water. So that was amazing. It was very physically taxing, but the Lord really sustained me through it. The first night, my sister freaked out because of my body just started freaking out. And then the second night was really exhausting. Ooh, he got the fly. Nice. These things are awesome hunters. That's why we got them. We actually haven't had a single mouse since we got them. We just find a bunch of dead ones everywhere. Poof, jeez. Frodo. Oh, he's trying to get them. That's not a fly, Frodo. Yeah, so it's going really good. So I get home from the women's retreat and I got a fever that night. I think it was that night. I got a fever. And then now it's literally exactly 1 week later. And I'm still getting a fever. I had a fever. I had horrible body aches. And then I got millions, I mean hundreds, probably close to a couple hundred of sores in my mouth, like blisters. So I haven't eaten in just about a week. I ate some stuff yesterday, but anytime anything goes in my mouth, all the sores are like popping and open and bleeding, and it's just horrible. So I've lost a ton of weight this week. I haven't been to therapy at all this week. I have no idea why I'm so sick, but I'm finally starting to feel like I'm coming out of the sickness because I'm down in the living room and not in my bed. I've literally been in my bed for like a week, just sleeping and sweating and having a fever and sweating and having a fever. I've drank water and broth, and my kids, you know, have made some keto food for me, but I can't eat anything. So I have all these meals in the fridge, but can't chew and I can't eat anything. So I don't know if I caught a virus. I don't know if maybe, I know when you're on keto around week 3, you get, what's the word they use? Fat adapted. So your body's adapting now to functioning off ketones. And so you start like losing your own body fat. And I know that when you lose body fat, that's where you store a lot of toxins. And so typically when people lose a lot of weight, they get sick because all that built up toxins and stuff, like there's even studies of people who have been drug addicts. And when they lose a lot of weight, they kind of get a high because of the drugs that they stored in their fat. So I don't know if that's what's going on. Maybe I'm detoxing from, I mean, I have years of toxins in my body and I've had every disease under the sun just about. So yeah, I don't know if that's what's going on or if I caught something or what, but it's kicking my butt. And I, you know, so I'm praising God for the opportunity to serve. I'm praising the Lord that I feel like I'm improving. Every day I feel like I'm improving besides how sick I am. You know, and in the midst of all this, there's still a struggle, you know, and there's still a voice in the back of my head. Like, will I ever come out of this brain fog? Like, will I ever see life the way that I used to see it? Like, I took my kids outside and just sat out in the pasture yesterday because it was beautiful. And I still feel like I'm just looking at the world through this foggy lens. Like, I can't really enjoy the beauty. I can't really, like, see it the way that it is, you know? Like, there's still something blocking my ability to be who I am, and receive the world the way it is. I can't really explain it, but it's just like this mental fog that you're stuck in. And so that's a struggle. Will I ever be back to the way that I was? I don't know, you know? So lots to be thankful for, lots of changes, lots of improvement. I'm sure you can see from watching this video to my last one. New struggles. There's always going to be struggles, I think, in every trial we walk through, even though I've walked through many trials in my life. You know, there's still hard pieces of each trial that you walk through. You know, the Lord's teaching me a lot. I'm finding my worth and those kinds of things. Like, I never realized how much I found my worth or my purpose or what I believed I am supposed to do, how much I found those things in other people. And now being in a place where it's just me and the Lord and me and my family. I mean, my church body is incredible and carrying me through this and all of that. But like, it's just a different season of, I can't just jump on every serving opportunity. You know, we as a family, we can't do that because of therapy and because of just literally, I am being carried by my family. Like, they do everything, the cooking, the cleaning. It's crazy. So it's a different season of us just growing in our intimacy with the Lord and our intimacy with each other and figuring out what life looks like for us and where God wants us and what he wants us and our service to him to look like, you know? So that's the update. There's a lot more that I'd like to talk about, but that'll be for later videos. So I'm pretty exhausted and I love you guys. Thanks for praying. Thank you guys for all the support. I'm still getting gas cards in the mail. I'm still getting letters from people in the mail. It's pretty amazing. Bill Saxton, if you watch this video, you mean the world to me and you're like another uncle in my book. And I've known you since I was like 15 years old. You've walked through a lot of hard things with me and you know me better than most people do since I was a teenager. So that's kind of cool. And your card meant the world to me. I keep it and I carry it around in my purse and I read it because it meant a lot to me. Yeah. So I've had family members send me cards. My Uncle David sent me a card and a gift card. Thank you, Uncle David. And yeah, my church body, lots of gift cards. Like, I'm trying to write all these thank you cards. I'm so completely overwhelmed and I can't remember who did what. And as meals were coming in, I tried to write thank you cards to everybody who brought meals. And then I lost track. And then I was like, oh, Lord Jesus, please help me. And now I'm like, I can't do this. So I have a stack of thank you cards I've brought to church for the last month. And it's about half the people who made me meals and gave me gift cards. And then like, yeah, it's really rough. So yeah, thank you all. I wish I could remember every detail, and I wish I could write everybody thank you cards, and just know you'll get your rewards in heaven. So don't expect them from me, because clearly I can't give them. So yeah, that's it. I love you guys. Jesus is coming.